right, earlier before the break, we told you about an airline carrier not letting a Down syndrome teenager on board. Well, the boy and his parents were all set to fly from New Jersey to California on American Airlines and even upgraded to first class. But then the family was told their child was disruptive and a security risk. The Vanderhorsts say they have videotape to prove that he wasn't, and they plan to sue. Let's bring in our legal guys. Avery Friedman, a civil rights attorney and law professor, joining us from Pittsburgh today. Hello, good to see you. And
hi, Frederica.
Richard Herman, a New York criminal defense attorney and law professor, joining us from Las Vegas. You two never stand still. We got to keep up with you. Thanks so much for joining us, guys.
Moving and grooving.
That's right. Okay, so do the Vanderhorsts have a case? Why would he be okay to fly on one airline and not the other? If the pilot generally has the discretion, right, to make an assessment whether a passenger could be threatening and denied boarding on, their flight, and that seems to be what American Airlines is saying, that they are within. Let me find that statement again. They acted within full compliance of the Air Carrier Access Act.
Right. It's not a good point, Fred. Unfortunately, it's just not a good point. This young man was seated in first class, close to the pilot's cockpit. The pilot is the general. The pilot has to prove the safety of the aircraft and everybody on that plane. If in the pilot's discretion he makes this call, unless you can prove the pilot's whacked out or drunk or on drugs, whatever he says is going to be binding. It's going to trump Disabilities Act. It's going to trump everything. He made this decision for the safety of the plane and for the passengers on it. They tried to put him back in the coach section. There were no other seats, so they agreed and offered to book him on another American flight and coach. That's what they tried to do. The fact that the young man was sitting in first class, close to the cockpit, is what caused the problem here.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so American Airlines, once again, said they have not received a formal complaint, and when they do, they will respond accordingly. All right, gentlemen, there's a couple other cases that we want to talk about.